This is the voice of Radio Free Neruda.
bom 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 làm ao vịt. Bom 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 làm ao vịt. G.I. Joe bomb bomb bomb. Make that fun.
Our government is united in its determination to take all necessary measures in support of freedom and in defense of peace in Southeast Asia.
Bom 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 làm ao vịt. Bom 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 làm ao vịt.
How are you, G.I. Joe? It seems to me that most of you are poorly informed about the going of the war, to say nothing about a correct explanation of your presence over here. Nothing is more confused than to be ordered into a war to die.
G.I. Joe bomb bomb bomb. Make that fun. Bom 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 làm ao vịt.
Our government is united in its determination to take all necessary measures in support of freedom and in defense of peace in Southeast Asia.
G.I. Joe bomb bomb bomb. Make that fun. Bom 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 làm ao vịt.
How are you, G.I. Joe? It seems to me that most of you are poorly informed about the going of the war, to say nothing about a correct explanation of your presence over here. Nothing is more confused than to be ordered into a war to die.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have not hesitated to use force unilaterally where necessary to protect the American people. Thanks to our military, intelligence, and counterterrorism professionals, bin Laden is gone. Anwar al-Awlaki, a leader of the al-Qaeda affiliated Yemen, is gone. Ahmed Abdi Godani, the al-Qaeda leader in Somalia, he's gone. Ahmed Abu Khattala, accused in the attacks in Benghazi, captured. Mohammed Mansour, the leader of the Taliban, gone. Leader after leader in ISIL. Haji Mutaz, their number 2. Mohammed Emwazi, who brutally murdered Americans. Abu Nabil, the ISIL leader in Libya, all gone. Abu Dawood, a leader of their chemical weapons program, captured. The list goes on. Because if you target Americans, we will find you, and justice will be done, and we will defend our nation.
It starts the moment you start the car. An experience that's distinctly Volkswagen. The quick acceleration, the sense of control, the constant responsiveness, as if it were simply an extension of you. There is a word for this driving experience. Farvergnügen is what makes a car a Volkswagen.
Trump, Trump, Trump. Plump, rump, slump. Much grunt, can't dump. Stunk, stunk, stunk. Trump, Trump, Trump. Crump, some pump. Clutch, punt. Small lumps. Plunk, plunk, plunk. All right, people. Stations. Camera. McBang in 3, 2, 1.
Splayed buns toasted. Cheese squeeze gherkin. Make me sticky with secret sauce. Hot meat dripping. Slips White Castle sliders. Pounding quarter pounder quarter hour. Mukbang long time, me so hungry. Fluff muff stuff gut. With long brown greasy fries. Have it my way. Ranch dressing. Jack my bucks. Sick, sick clown.
Oh God. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Apple pie?
Yes, yes, yes.
Cut!
Something wrong?
Crew creamed their coffee. Best boy!
Honestly, I tend to vote Republican, but this guy Trump has offended me so many times I'm willing to vote Dem or not vote at all. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's. I was reading South Carolina.
Yeah, Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham, and he was saying that at some point, when are we going to? I believe the way he put it was, when are Republicans going to put the nation ahead of their hatred for Hillary Clinton? And it's been getting retweets and so on and so forth. But it's very interesting to see how it appeared that the Republicans were coalescing behind Donald Trump, but this latest brouhaha has created such a stink.
Especially with the Ryan endorsement, it seems like maybe it's squandering some of that goodwill that Trump had finally earned on the Republican establishment sides there. So stay tuned. It's 2016, man. Who the heck is going to be surprised by any of this?
There are no more surprises. Well, I guess you're right. There are no more surprises.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Right.
The other top story on the show today, David, yes, those inappropriate student-teacher relationships and the role that social media can play in sort of fostering those. Hearing from listeners there, Guppy, listener Guppy tweets us that her daughter going into education, and they discuss inappropriate teacher behavior all the time. Personally teaches military health students, and there is a strict no social media policy. And she says it works well. Students can message them through the official education software if needed, so no need for these third-party tools that, of course, everyone's on, like Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. And so we had to put it to the people, so we created our own poll on our Twitter page, twitter.com/Texas Standard, asking that since so many of these relationships start on social media, should they be banned? Question 3 responses. You could say yes, keep the talk on campus. No, social media can be a useful tool between students and educators. Or it's complicated. I gotta say, in first place, yes, keep the talk on campus, ban it outright, leading as of this writing right now.
You're saying ban it outright?
Yes.
Very interesting. I was talking with another teacher who said, that may actually discourage some teachers, especially young teachers, from joining the profession, which is something that, of course, education can afford here in Texas. What do you think? Let us know at Texas Standard on Twitter, of course. Of course, you can also jump in on Facebook, because, if you got social media, you may as well use it, right? Social media editor Wells Dunbar and the rest of the Texas Standard team will be back this time tomorrow. On behalf of the entire staff, I'm David Brown, wishing you a fantastic Tuesday.
Additional philanthropic support for Texas Standard comes from Casey and Scott O'Hare, the Winkler Family Foundation, Lynn Dobson and Greg Wooldridge, Adrian Killam, the George Huntington family, and the Ben Benson Family Fund.
PRI, Public Radio International.
You're listening to News 88.7. It's 1:58. I'm Tom Carter with an update on the forecast for the afternoon. AccuWeather meteorologist Bob Larson joins us now. Good afternoon, Bob.
Good afternoon, Tom. Sunny to partly cloudy this afternoon. High of 90. Patchy clouds today, the low is 68. Sunshine and a few clouds tomorrow on Thursday. High tomorrow 89. High Thursday 88. Mostly quiet across the tropics now, but still tracking Tropical Storm Colin moving away for the U.S. at 38 miles per hour off to the northeast. Sustained winds at 60 miles per hour. Right now it is 87 degrees. That's the Houston area forecast. The AccuWeather meteorologist Bob Larson.
Hi, I'm Margaret Justice, a Studio Society donor. As a former journalist, I listen and watch Houston Public Media mainly for the news content. It goes way beyond the basics of who, what, where, when, but it's also the why. This content enriches my life. It takes me thousands of places I'll likely never go, but with Houston Public Media, I'm there.
Join Margaret in the Studio Society by calling 713-743-6878.
You're invited to a behind-the-scenes look at public broadcasting with a free station tour. Schedule yours by going to houstonpublicmedia.org/contact. And this is KUHF Houston News 88.7, KUHT TV 8.6 Houston, a service of the University of Houston. It's 2 o'clock.
Funding for Here and Now comes from MathWorks, creators of MATLAB and Simulink software, accelerating the pace of engineering and science. Learn more at mathworks.com.
From NPR and WBUR Boston, I'm Robin Young.
I'm Jeremy Hobson in California. It's Here and Now. Coming up, the latest on the primaries here in California and in 5 other states. And 6 months after the terror attack in San Bernardino, a police officer has a different view of this city's vulnerability.
You know, the terrorist alert things would come on the email, and I wouldn't pay them much attention. I was always out San Bernardino, nothing's going to happen here. Why would the terrorists target this city?
Also, Paul Ryan agrees Donald Trump's comments on a judge are textbook racism, but are they contempt of court?
And we'll take a ride above L.A. in a helicopter.
Now, for the first time this morning, we see another helicopter. But you guys, I'm sure, know who that is. We absolutely do. They're our competition. We're great friends and colleagues that we're competing to. We're competing to get to that story first.
The news is first.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The Republican Speaker of the House says he absolutely disavows Donald Trump's remarks questioning the credibility of a U.S. District Court judge who is overseeing lawsuits against Trump University, some of whose former students accuse the real estate mogul of scamming them. Trump has said that Judge Gonzalo Curiel's Mexican background makes him unable to be impartial because of Trump's highly controversial characterization of Mexican immigrants. Curiel was born in the United States. Ryan says Trump's remarks are
Can't do the job because of their race is sort of like the textbook definition of a racist comment.
However, Ryan still endorses Trump, saying the GOP has a better chance of endorsing or rather advancing its agenda with him than with Hillary Clinton. The House Speaker made his remarks at a news conference about the GOP's agenda to address poverty. A short time ago, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also criticized Donald Trump for his remarks. Officials in Turkey say an explosion in Istanbul has killed 11 people and wounded dozens more. Dalia Mortada has the latest from Istanbul.
A car bomb targeting police vehicles shook Istanbul's Esmeciler neighborhood this morning. The explosion killed 7 police officers, 4 civilians, and injured 36 others. Officials said the explosives were detonated remotely as the car passed through morning rush hour traffic to target the police buses. This is the 3rd bomb attack in Istanbul this year. Such attacks were once PKK, and with the ongoing conflict in Syria to Turkey's south, violence has spilled into Turkey's major cities. For NPR News, I'm Dalia Mortada in Istanbul.
Over the weekend, roughly 50,000 people fled a town in southeastern Syria because of renewed militant attacks blamed on extremists. NPR's Gregory Warner says the recent surge in violence has stoked the largest refugee crisis on the African continent.
Nearly 3 million.
I wanted to turn to Vice News in 2014. James Mitchell was interviewed and asked if the CIA's so-called Enhanced Interrogation Techniques, or EIT, were designed to get actionable intelligence. This was his response.
It was to facilitate getting actionable intelligence by making a bad cop that was bad enough that the person would engage with a good cop. I would be stunned if they found any kind of evidence to suggest that EIT's result, as they were being applied, yielded actionable intelligence.
that was Jessen speaking to Vice News. That was Mitchell speaking to Vice News. I want to go to the second part of that clip.
To me, it seems completely insensible that slapping KSM is bad, but sending a Hellfire missile into a family's picnic and killing all the children and, killing Granny and killing everyone is okay for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is, what about that collateral loss of life? And the other one is that if you kill them, you can't question them.
That's James Mitchell. Can you respond to that, Dror Ladine?
You have there is an admission that all they were doing was trying, for all the scientific language it was all dressed up in with learned helplessness and experiments that go back decades, really all it was about inflicting an enormous amount of pain on people with the idea that if you abused them enough and you broke them down enough, they'd do whatever you wanted. Whether you're talking about a bad cop in a Chicago PD basement or whether you're talking about a secret black site, that's what this was. It was hurting people so much that they would do whatever you told them to do. Between that and I don't think it exonerates, Mitchell's program in any way to say that drone strikes are also bad. Drone strikes are, that kill innocent people are of course they're bad, but that doesn't make torture good.
Dear Mr. President, I hereby resign my commission as an officer in the United States Army. I resign because I refuse to support U.S. armed drone policy. The executive branch continues to claim the right to kill anyone, anywhere on Earth, at any time, for secret reasons, based on secret evidence in a secret process undertaken by unidentified officials. I refuse to support this policy of unaccountable killing. I resign because I refuse to support U.S. nuclear weapons policy. The executive branch continues to invest billions of dollars into nuclear weapons, which threaten the existence of humankind and the Earth. I refuse to support this policy of terror and mutually assured destruction. I resign because I refuse to support U.S. policy of preventive war, permanent military supremacy, and global power projection. The executive branch continues to claim extra constitutional authority and impunity from international law. I refuse to support this policy of imperial overstretch. I resign because I refuse to serve as an empire chaplain. I cannot reconcile these policies with either my sworn duty to protect and defend America and our constitutional democracy or my covenantal commitment to the core principles of my religious faith. These principles include justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, a free and responsible search for truth, a commitment to the democratic process, and the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Respectfully submitted, Christopher John Antal.
Damn, though, boy. How'd you get so pasty pale? Well, Mr. Crispy, they were so busy pulling you out the oven and tamping fire, they plumb forgot to stick me in. Damn, though, boy, I'm sorry. All this time I thought you half-baked. Eat me.
Don't you cry for me. Getting up from Alabama with angel on my knee.
Hillary, hoorally, no tomfoolery, girlery's goolery, babies toolery. Hillary, hoorally, Hitlerly, thuggery, motherly, thuggery, war crime bitch!
Proceeding was brought to you by the makers at Go-O-Matic. Bright lies for dark truths.